today, as I promised, I have two of the cast members from I Believe What I Believe, the hit gospel play that, of course, I wrote, Deetra Smith. Welcome today. Thank you so much for being on the show today. If y'all would, just introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, my name is Robin Ridding, and I am 22 from Chesapeake, and I am fairly new coming in, but it's been awesome being here, and thank you for having me here.
What about you?
My name is Trevon Faison, 26 years old. Been doing plays off and on here for about the last 3 or 4 years. Thoroughly enjoyed, and I'm looking forward to the great things that God has for us with this new play.
Okay, in this play, of course, I wrote the play, so I kind of know your characters that you're doing, and you're actually playing the lead character,
yes.
Justine, and also lead character is JoJo. Can you kind of compare yourself with Justine?
Frustrated with life, trying to figure out where she fits in.
And life has pretty much come at her
yes.
at one time.
Yes.
Okay, and then there's JoJo. JoJo
yes.
is kind of the young man of the family, and kind of describe JoJo.
Well, JoJo, like as you stated before, is a young man that, you know, fresh out of school. He wants to do a lot of things. He wants to go to school, further his education. He has a young lady that he's interested in, you know, looking to get married and everything. But the problem is, at home with his mom, you know, his biological dad left him, so, you know, he's not in the picture. There was issues with his stepdad, so stepdad is gone. So with that being the case, he ended up having to step up, you know, and become the man of the house. And so mom is kind of treating him like, you know, he's her husband versus allowing him to be the son. You know, a lot of the responsibilities falls on his shoulders, and it's hard for him. You know, he really wants to step out on his own, but he doesn't feel like he can because mom is kind of holding him back. And yeah, so, and actually I can kind of relate to JoJo's character in some ways, not always, but, you know, because in my earlier years, my biological dad, you know, left, wasn't in the picture, or hasn't been in the picture, and so stepdad came in, and you know, so it created a few different issues there. So I can kind of relate to it, and so when, you know, in acting out this character, you know, I can really kind of get behind it a little more because I can feel where he's coming from in some ways.
So to young men that are out there that might be going through what your particular character is going through, as far as JoJo not having a father figure in the home and having to step up to be the man, what's something positive that you can say to them to encourage them?
Well, definitely develop your relationship with God, because without it, you're not going to make it.
Yes.
You know, and you definitely have to trust Him and allow God to be who He is. You know, He doesn't put more on us than we can bear. And He's with us through every situation, whether we feel like He is or not. So if we really trust in God, you'll make it. Everything will be all right in the end.
And the same question to you as Justine. If there's many Justines out there that women are that have gone through relationships with husbands that have walked out on them and left them with the children. If you had to look into the camera and tell the Justines that are out there, what's something positive that you would tell them?
I would tell you to pray daily, because prayer will get you through a lot of things. And I may not have a husband or kids, but I know that prayer will get you through life. Prayer is the key to getting through to everything, because once you get that faith, you pray, you build up, your faith gets built up, and you'll be able to take whatever comes your way, because you know that God's got your back, because He hears your prayers. And just pray daily, always.
Good. Okay. Well, look, real quick, I know both of you have some ministries that you are starting or into. Just real quick, if you can give us the name of your ministries that you're starting, just a little bit about your particular individual ministries.
Well, I am just now in the process of starting Standout Ministries. It's for kids starting from 6 all the way to young adults, and we're going to teach them different things about how to do their school studies, get ready for college, and just godly skills on how to do everyday things instead of just going out into the world and just knowing to stand out apart from the world. Be in the world but not of it. So I'm really excited about that, and I'm really excited to see what God pulls from that and just flourish all of the kids and the young adults. Yeah.
And you're also about to do a solo project, right?
I'm excited because I've never done this before, the recording, and I am ready. I'm so ready. Been ready.
And we'll be looking forward to that. And you?
Well, I have an organization that I just launched called Ambassadors for Christ. The whole point behind Ambassadors for Christ is to show the young people, young adults, my generation and younger, and even some of the older generations, that it's okay to be yourself, to have fun, and still live your life as an ambassador for Christ. And that's what we try to teach, that you can be yourself, you can be a leader. You don't have to always follow the in crowds or what's supposed to be the in crowd. And if you get a chance, read 2 Corinthians 5:20. That's our foundational scripture. I won't tell you what it is because I want you to read it. But yeah, we I'm just looking to we host a lot of different events, a lot of different things to attract the young people and to show them exactly what being an ambassador is. And I mean that's pretty much the gist of the organization.
Well, great. Well, thanks to both of y'all for being on the page. And join us next week as I interview none other than Pastor Carrie A. Smith, who is the MD for the play I Believe What I Believe. Thanks. See you next week.